Morning. Today you are joining me as we walk up the riverway, which is here next to me. I've never walked here before. It is a canal river, so you've got boats and barges and bits going on up and down. Don't know if we'll see much moving today, but I'm walking from, so I'm starting at Godalming, which is I believe where the boats can start from. It looks like after that it's a bit too small and narrow, and we're going to walk up possibly as far as Guildford. Not quite sure yet. Apparently it's about a 5-mile walk, so 10-mile round trip, but depending on how many times we get stuck taking photos and things like that, depends on I suppose how far we get. So yeah, we're going to get a move on. I'm right at the beginning now, so I'll flip you around and show you where we are, and join me as we take a nice winter stroll. What a dream life. Imagine that, these houses behind us. The gardens just lead right down to the canal. You could just, on your day off, pop down to your boat docked at the end of your garden and just be like, let's pop out for the day and just mull along the canal. What a life that'd be. What a life. I've also noticed that back down there you've got I think it was called Funk and Boathouse, and they do day rentals of canal boats, so that's something I'm going to look into. Maybe one day I'll take you guys out on a canal boat for a day and we'll actually bob along the canal. Right, I wasn't expecting to step off the path today. We found something that's pretty cool. I'll try and find out some history about this later, but there is a bunker. So yeah, no idea what that is. We'll go around this way first, and then I think it looks like there is a door at the back. But yeah, no idea why this would be here. It seems like a bit of an odd place for it next to the canal, but maybe actually that's a good place for it. I've got my light out, so I'm going to take a little look inside. Just make sure that this is on. Yeah. How peculiar. Not very big, but very cool. Did not expect that. We've just stopped at another lock, so you can see this one is full. If you've never been to a lock before, we have done a canal video before, but you've got these here which you have a key which goes on to, you rotate the key and it opens up, not quite sure what you call them, but almost like windows and little doors further down, and that's what allows the water to transfer through. And then you just, once the water level is matched, i.e. this one here, these top doors now, you can see these will just move. These will just swing really nice and easily. Whereas if you're obviously if the water at the top is full and the water at the bottom isn't, then you can't. But yeah, it's very, very interesting for sure. Coming up on one of the cooler things I wanted to see now today is this train bridge. Can't say I've ever seen a train bridge like this in my life. It makes me think of like American films, really, with the framing to it. It's not something I say we get much of in the UK, but yeah, very, very cool. We're going to get up close and have a little bit of a look. There is also another pillbox up here, but as you can see, the chances of me getting to it are a little bit slim. Even though people have laid logs down, I don't think I'm getting over that today. So we'll have to give that one a miss. But maybe when there's maybe when there's been less rain and less flooding, we can go and have a little look. But yeah, for now, focusing on the bridge. How cool is that? As I say, it's we'll get you a little bit closer. We'll get a bit closer. I'll catch up with you when we're nearby. Here we are. So we're now just passing underneath. One thing that I couldn't see from further back is actually that it's almost like two bridges. One of them is clearly much newer, which is this here, which is a pipe that runs on over. Not really sure what it's for. And then the other one, as we already know, is the actual railway bridge, which runs under there. And that, I think, is just, well, I think that's just amazing. Look at that. I mean, if you're, I love engineering. I think it's fantastic, but things like this, that's just cool. That is so cool. I'd love to know when that was built. Maybe I'll find out. Maybe we'll have a look. Maybe that's something that I'll be able to figure out. I don't want to scare the pigeons, but how incredible is that? They are well, just up in here. I don't know if you can see them, just in there. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but these guys are making some really funky sounds. Just listen. Must be echoing off the metal in the bridge, but sounds crazy. Right, I'm feeling super lucky. I've been walking down this path for a while now, and the entire time I can see the bridge, I haven't seen a single train go over. I thought, do you know what, I'm going to get the drone up, get some pictures of the bridge and so on. Oh, I could hear a train. Oh, I could hear a train. And I got really lucky, I managed to get the drone up. You're going to see it. Right, so how cool was that? I am so pleased I got that. I've now packed up the drone. Parking runs out in about an hour and a half. I haven't got my watch on. Forgot it today, whatever. But parking into about an hour and a half. I've been walking for 2.5 hours now, so I think I'll have to be doing less photos on the way back. Probably a good time now to switch around, walk the other way, and head back to the car. But you know how it is. Sometimes we see things differently at different angles, so let's enjoy the walk back. Interestingly enough, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there is some private land here where people have got houses. There's a little bit of a river/canal in between us all, but they've got a pillbox on their land too. So yeah, there are definitely quite a few here. We're about halfway back now, just wandering over this little bridge, and then the lock that we looked at earlier was just around the corner there. So interestingly enough, that lock that we came past earlier has now started overflowing. So I'm just going to walk up to the top. I was just chatting to a guy and he explained that they actually control the flow of water at the other end. So they must have raised the water level. Oh yeah, it's fully underwater. That's quite impressive. But yeah, I'll flip you around and I'll explain more in a second. But yeah, look at that. That is well and truly overflowing now. Very cool. And I'm just going to walk around down to the other end as well, just so you can see what I mean about it. It's above the other door, so it's just free flowing off into this bit of the canal. Whether that's because this bit's too high and they're trying to dump, or whether the other bit's too low, not sure. But yeah, the guy explained anyway, so they control the flow of water. Back down where we were earlier, there's loads of floodplains. And that is actually, they will dump water out into the floodplains to get rid of it if the water at this end is too high. So yeah, really quite interesting. But yeah, definitely higher. as he said, it's gone right above the door. You can't even see the door under there anymore, but you can still walk across the little bridge. So we're going to do that again, and then across the gap between the two. Ooh. But yeah, you can see how the doors have sort of free rein now because the water's up. So yeah, impressive. This gives you an idea of how far the water level's rising. It is actually now coming onto the embankment in some places. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure it won't pose a problem. I very much doubt it's going to get much higher than that. But hey, worst case, we just wade, don't we? What else have we done for today? I have just taken a perch by this other lock further down. I've had the drone up, so I've taken some video there. It's a nice day. It's the first sunny day that I've had off in 2025, so here's to many more. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.